Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are back for RK Football Podcast, and this episode is we're going to be focusing on the Liverpool and Spurs game this weekend. We are compiling an 11 of the best Spurs and Liverpool 11 we could possibly bring together. Now, this is going to be very interesting. There are some players which we are all going to agree on, and there's going to be players we definitely do not agree on, but we
And
will
just to
try and
clarify,
be.
this is all time as well. This is not just Premier
No.
League.
Yes, yes,
What were we thinking? What were we
yeah,
thinking with this
yeah.
one?
Oh, I do
Um,
wish it was just Premier League, man.
Yeah, yeah. I've got a feeling that Premier League should have just been the shout, really. But
I
we'll
know.
go
This
from
makes
there,
it
really.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Broaden the,
Right.
widen the net. Why not?
We're going to start off with the goalkeepers, the most important position on the pitch, they say. Not. But your choices are you've got Alisson Becker, Pepe Reina, Hugo Lloris, Paul Robinson. I did put him in there because he had made quite a lot of appearances as well. You also have Bruce Grobbelaar and Clements as well. Okay,
Yeah.
so they are your picks. If I have forgotten anyone, please tell me. But
What about you
put
put Jersey Dudek for Liverpool, the Champions League winning goalkeeper?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, but like,
No.
Well, I didn't go for him. Don't worry about that. But I did.
No, like,
Yeah.
like all I can sit there and say, like, with it was a Jersey Dudek is the idea. Yes, he had the fantastic game in Champions League, but my God, he was so alive.
Yeah, he was poor.
yeah,
Shocking.
I'll just say I went for Alisson.
yeah.
Out of that
I
bunch,
second that.
yeah.
I second that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
we're in agreement.
That's
I mean,
brilliant. What a great
well
start.
done.
Yeah.
What
a great start.
Right. We're obviously going to match now. This is going to be fine. This is going to be
Imagine
fine.
we actually all matched. I did. Like a 1 in a million.
We're
Yeah.
not. We're not.
No, definitely not.
We're not.
Right, Alisson, perfect.
But yeah, right. We go on to right back. Your choices that I
Who
found.
would I go for
So
again?
if I've obviously missed out anyone, please let me know. You got Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kyle Walker when he was at Spurs, Kieran Trippier, Stephen Carr, if anyone remembers him.
Stephen
I remember
Carr.
Stephen Carr.
Remember Stephen Carr.
And
Back in the day.
and Steve Finnan are your choices. There are obviously others, like you did have Glenn Johnson as well, but I don't think he quite makes it into an all-time 11.
No, and I did. When I thought right back, I did immediately think of Kyle Walker, but I think he did his best. He was at his best when he went to City. Yeah. I would argue Trent, to be honest.
Yeah, I put as much as my feelings towards Trent has been like shaking. It's like you can't deny out of all them. Like, yeah, he's.
Yeah.
I think is he Liverpool's greatest ever right back, one of the best ever right backs ever in the Premier League. I mean, I think it's a fairly
In the
Premier
Premier
League
League
era,
era.
also you can have a-
Premier League era. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
We're on track so far.
Yeah.
All right.
Two for two. I like it.
Ooh,
Two for
getting
two,
excited.
very good.
Oh, if we had the same centre backs, I'd be amazed.
If you
Well, we
based, I think if you base this off of Carl Walker's entire career, like not just at Spurs, you based it off of City as well. I think there's then an argument.
Yeah,
to put him in
100%,
there
yeah.
Over Trent, but because it's just Spurs.
Just Spurs.
He was very good, but
He
was
was.
Trent's level.
Yeah, but again, he became
So-
the player he did, and the player we all respect.
Yeah.
When he was at City, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. No. Agreed. But no one's went for Steve Finnan. What a shame.
Do you want to do left
Hey,
back
no-
and then we'll do the centre backs?
Yeah, we'll do left back.
No,
yeah.
I
Okay.
have no I don't. I'm not taking any disrespect for Steve Finnan. He was brilliant for us when he played back in the day. Okay, he was a very good. Maybe he's not spectacular as the other ones, but he done a good job, and I liked Steve Finnan back in the day. So.
Right, so left backs, you've got Andy Robertson, John Arnorisa,
Oh my God. So good.
Destiny Udogu, like he was on there. I was like, he's still playing, like definitely not in there for me. I forgot about this one. Benoit Essubicoto.
A Suicato! Oh my God, I forgot of it. Big mophead.
Yeah. And Danny Rose.
God.
The thing I always remember about
Danny
Benoit
Rose.
Essubicoto, there was a interview done years ago, and he said in it, "I don't actually like football. I'm good at it. I do it for the money." And he was full honest, and I was like, "Well done!" Like,
Well, I went for a
radio.
Suicato, so no, did I heck?
No,
No.
I did not.
Does someone want to say who they went for?
Andy Robertson.
Yeah, I went for Andy Robertson.
Yeah. It was between him and John Arnorisa because John Arnorisa
yeah.
for free
Do you know-
kicks was brilliant.
For so
really
long,
did it, couldn't he?
John Aloisi would have been everyone's pick if you'd done like a Liverpool one. But obviously, ever since obviously Robinson came in and done what he did with that era, like before Klopp and all that, it was definitely Risa because obviously we all remember that free kick against Man United that we all remember very well. So
I think you could even argue that Andy Robertson could be could potentially be one of the biggest bargains in Liverpool's history.
Oh, 100%. What was he, like 15 million or something?
No,
something
I think it was like 2
Less
mil.
than that.
I think they.
Was it actually?
Really
Oh my
cheap.
God!
It was
I think
cheap,
it
like
was really cheap because Hull got relegated, and it was a release clause to get to then leave because the same summer didn't Harry Maguire leave to then go United from? No, he went to Leicester.
No, Leicester.
Sorry, Leicester. Yes.
Yeah.
So like it was I think it was a brilliant signing. But yeah, so we've got 3 out of 3. Oh my God!
Unfortunately, they're all Liverpool.
This is where I think this is where we're going to diverge the centre backs.
Yeah, it could happen now. Okay, right. So, centre backs. Okay, we ready for this? Your picks are Alan Hansen. You've got Neil Ruddock, Ledley King, Jan Vertonghen, Toby Alderweireld.
Alderweireld was good.
Michael Dawson, Virgil van Dijk, Jamie Carragher, Martin Skirtle, Daniel Agger, and Sammy Hurpia. There are some cracking names in there.
How many top ones are there now?
1, 2,
Three.
3. Yeah, I got 3. 4. No, Michael Dawson 4.
Oh,
okay. I mean, one.
So will we all agree on one at least? Van Dijk.
Yeah, that was just Oh no. Oh no, Matt. No.
What?
What
No,
have you done?
I'm kidding. No.
I know you like the controversial, but that was just
I thought it was gonna be like last weekend all over again, selling Haaland. Like, do me a favor. Sorry, go on.
So we've definitely decided on Van Dijk.
Yeah.
So fair enough. Okay. I think there was a lot of good names here, like Sammy Hurpia back in the day, in the early 2000s. Brilliant defender. I think personally, I don't know if Stu will agree with this. I think sometimes Jamie Carragher is a bit overrated. I think he was a good defender, but he weren't ever one of the best in the Premier League.
I think what's got him was admired because he obviously put 110% on the pitch. Like, I think that's what people like for Liverpool. As like a Liverpool defender, even if you look at sometimes, he's probably not the best defender of his generation or anything, but because he's pure desire and his pure like work rate when in every game he was in, kind of endeared him with Liverpool fans. Yeah, I mean, obviously. People obviously would talk. It's probably I would say it's similar, not the same quality, but similar to our argument we say Gary Neville was like. He wasn't the most spectacular right back ever, but he done a shift in. He done a good job.
Yeah.
So I think Jamie Carragher is similar. So,
Toby Alderweireld and Vertonghen, those to get in those Pochettino teams, those two to get that they were great. They were such a good partnership.
They finished 2nd and 3rd in title races in that time, and got to a Champions League final as well.
Yeah, really good.
And 2 League Cup finals, I believe. Yes, they didn't win anything, but the consistency was
consistently not winning. Yeah, I'll just say I went for Alan Hansen as my second centre back.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I went for Alan Hansen as well.
No, Stu.
No, I put.
Oh, you did? Okay. All right.
Don't
Nice.
panic. Like, we'll have a lot. To be fair, all the names you put out there, obviously, is like. Yeah, like Jamie Carragher, and Hansen, but like I like the symmetry of it as well. The idea that basically like the last obviously that nice feeling last season where like the last was it Liverpool captain to lift a league title, was it in front of a crowd, and then Hansen giving it to the Virgil van Dijk last season. It was just nice, and it's just the idea that if they were both played at their prime, that defense would be 2 leaders in that centre back role was like. No, like again, like I say, no one's getting past that. No one's getting past that defense. So, but again, I just feel so sorry for Tottenham because they've got no Tottenham players in the entire defense.
I think, I mean, I was thinking of that. Oh God, I feel a bit bad, but I mean, look, I think it is. Yeah, we all picked the same back five, but I think they kind of picked themselves. No, I think that's quite an obvious.
It's not nothing.
Do you know what I mean?
I think that if you get rid of Alan Hansen. My second choice was Toby Alderweireld. My second choice was Toby because I mean, Ledley King, as good as he was, and Tottenham fans will rinse me for saying this, and I think the exact same with the Brazilian Ronaldo as well. Before anyone says anything, you can't base a career off of what could have been. You have to base it off what we saw.
Yeah,
And Ledley King was very good when he did play, but it wasn't often enough. The consistency wasn't there. So
it was injury prone, wasn't it? Every time we just got a little bit of a run. then he got injured. It's like
and Toby Alderweireld not only done it for Spurs, but he also did do it for Belgium as well. So he was a very good centre back. But yeah, I think Alan Hansen with the trophy he got, you've just got
8 First Division titles, 3 European Cups, 2 FA Cups.
Yeah, well, Liverpool actually decent.
Yeah,
Liverpool are decent, nice.
I mean, they're still technically champions, Matt. I don't think we can rinse them too much, you know. So.
Only on a 38 game season, and then you can. But at the moment, technically, by definition,
yeah. So I'll give you that, Stu. Yeah. I'm protecting you there.
Yeah. Okay. So far we have.
We're all saying we're all line. We're all.
This is scary. This
Very
is
good.
pretty scary. So. Now we're going to go to the midfield, where I think this is going to go completely.
This is going to go completely pants now, yeah.
But I mean, there's one that's the obvious one, right? There's got to be.
There's two, I think. I think there's two obvious ones. Well, can I just say, right? So I went for a 4-4-2 in mine because I wanted to get 2 strikers up top. So I've got.
I went very like modern.
Now
decided
to
go
it's arguing the formation.
I went for 4-4-2.
You went 4-4-2 as well, Stu? Ah, grand.
No, I went for 4-2-3-1. Sorry to be disappointing.
Oh, sugar. Okay, right.
No, but to be fair, like there's some of these players you can always shift in, so I'm not as.
Okay. You'll figure it out.
No, hang on. Wait, no, David. We have to remember this is the person who will play like I don't know Van Bronckhorst as a striker.
It could work. It could work.
Yeah. So what should we go for first?
Well, I know the player that Stu's talking about. It's Jamie Redknapp, of course.
It's like Liverpool legend, obviously.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So obviously your picks are again. If I've forgotten anyone, please ridicule me in the comments. I don't mind. But you got Steven Gerrard, Jordan Henderson, James Milner, Xabi Alonso, Jamie Redknapp, Van der Vaart. I loved Van der Vaart. I thought he was brilliant. Moussa Dembele, Paul Gascoigne, Luka Modric, Dele Alli. Have I forgotten anyone?
I forgot about Dele Alli, actually. So we're picking one out of these or two?
I was going to pick 3 because that might 4-3-3. Yeah, okay. 4-3-3.
I've got one in my team that I don't think you mentioned, or maybe I don't have the right position. Well, anyway, look, we're all going to say Gerrard, obviously, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's unquestionable.
I mean, like, why wouldn't you? Like, that'd be silly if you didn't. No, Gerrard. Yeah, Gerrard.
You keep trying to.
Stu was about to pass out there.
I was like, you don't.
Right. But yeah. So Steven Gerrard is one of them. That's all it. Okay. So we have 6 players in a row that are the same. Surely now he's going to be the bit that falls apart. Surely probably now.
Right. Did you mention? Did you say Glenn Hoddle?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Glenn Hoddle. No, he's on my list. Sorry, he is on my list. Sorry.
Yeah, is he in your list, Stu? Did you say?
He is in my list. Sorry, I forgot to mention.
Well, basically, what I've done is some positions I put like 3 or 4, but then it did.
Yeah.
Glenn Hoddle. I mean, another one, maybe not. Maybe more the striker, but if you played like a 4-2-3-1, he could play in that attacking midfield well. Is Kenny Dalglish.
Dalglish, yeah.
Imagine.
I went for Gerrard and Glenn Hoddle anyway in midfield. I don't know if that would quite work, but
that I've just
and Xabi Alonso.
Another one I've just thought of that.
What?
Oh my god! I like and no, Stu. How have you not mentioned him as well? Kevin Keegan.
Keegan.
Kevin Keegan. He won 2 Ballon d'Ors with Liverpool.
Did he actually? Jesus.
Yeah, he was.
He won 1 Ballon d'Or.
What we all think about Kenny
Hamburg. I think the other one maybe.
Because he was basically one who's like we all think about Kenny Dalglish and amazing what he did, but we all forget that it was Kevin Keegan that was doing it first. Like it was still like winching up the league, and before obviously was it Kevin Dalglish came in and kind of done it. But I mean, obviously, fun thing is he's not talked about as highly. I don't think Kevin Keegan. Like people obviously respect him as a player, but I think every time there's a reason why we still Kenny Dalglish. So I think it's more. I don't know if it's just recency bias maybe, because obviously it was something remember it because obviously Kevin Keegan was like the 70s ish, wasn't it? Like maybe, but I don't know. But
maybe,
it's
maybe. Yeah.
I don't know, but I think I get it. Because obviously, I think I remember watching when I was starting to Liverpool, and obviously you see all the goals he scored. He was an immense player. But I sad reality is obviously when you've got an era that's so vast as Liverpool's dominance with so great players, you can see him being one of those players that pulled down the shuffle a little bit because there were so many great players that played in that era.
Yeah.
So I get it.
A player that I seriously did debate, because when he was playing at his peak, I think he was by far one of the best players in his position in the league at the time, and that was Moussa Dembele.
Oh, he was great. He was great.
Very good.
Yeah.
I think if he played for
he was a destroyer.
a title
he was
winner,
brilliant.
he would have been more respected.
I loved him.
Not
I always remember that match that Tottenham played against Real Madrid in the Champions League, and him and Sergio Ramos and Marcelo were just at each other the whole game. I loved it. It was just, he was a destroyer. I loved him. Yeah.
Well, it is a name for you. Like I think the one I think would, just because it would work as like a really good midfield too, was when you put like Luka Modric in that centre mid.
He didn't. No, because it's Modric at Spurs. I don't think he gets in.
It's. I think if we're talking a bit like Kyle Walker, like if you're
exactly.
Luka Modric
And Xabi Alonso as well, because I think he did his best. He was at his best at Real Madrid, wasn't he? So yeah.
I think
he won more at Real Madrid. Say that much.
He won more at Real Madrid, but I think he was even amount at each club he was at.
Yeah,
I think
fair
enough.
I think the
Bayern,
yeah. I mean, he's on his top form when he left for Liverpool to Real Madrid. So that we still to this day was baffling why we let him go.
I think he was one of the best midfielders in the world when he actually left. I think only Kaka and maybe
he was amazing.
Probably. I mean, he was part of that amazing midfield three. You know, was it Gerrard? Was it not Mascherano? Was it Mascherano?
Mascherano. Yes, it was Mascherano. Yes.
Ooh. Yeah, like that midfield three. It's like it was travesty.
Mascherano and Xabi.
Yeah,
that's right.
It was amazing midfield that was. But yeah, I get what you mean. But so I guess in the point we still Gerrard's one. So I guess we've got to pick who's going to be the second or third.
What about Gascoigne?
I did see Gascoigne, but then I don't know. Does he have a better legacy at Spurs than someone like Glenn Hoddle or
I have to admit, you could sit there and say that he's
again. I think you could then argue recency bias, a bit like Kevin Keegan and Dale Gleese, because I think Gascoigne, I obviously
more iconic player, you could say.
He was more iconic, whereas Glenn Hoddle was.
Glenn Hoddle scored. Well, when I looked at 110 goals and he's like the sixth highest appearance, 490 appearances.
He probably like the best Tottenham. Like obviously, I think by Gareth Bale probably be like one of the greatest Tottenham players of all time, like Glenn Hoddle. Like I think he's up there. I think as much as Paul Gascoigne, you could sit there and say he probably had his best stuff when he was in Scotland. You would say as a club level, than he would be at Tottenham, because he kind of got tricked by Tottenham to join them instead of Man United. That kind of thing.
I think Hoddle would get in over Gascoigne, to be perfectly honest.
I think that Gascoigne, like if you looked at the players that were like there in this list, like, and you base it off of their entire careers, there's a huge argument for a lot more players. But if you base it just off the time at each club alone, that's what then narrows it down hugely. I mean,
and that's what I mean. Like, surely it has to be Hoddle. If we do go with Hoddle over Gazza. Anyway.
I'm leaning for Hoddle. I'm leaning. Right, so we got Hoddle. I think one player that two players I do want to give a shout out to, that they're not going to be in this, but it's a real shame they're not. Dele Alli in his prime.
I forgot about Ali. I forgot about Dele Alli.
I
don't know how I forgot about him.
It was Crystal Palace. He was.
The spin, the way he loops it over himself and turns and shoots. Yeah, that was amazing.
For me, that is one of the best Premier League goals.
Brilliant goal.
And I mean,
so good.
What made it crazy is the idea that guy literally, like, they just signed him from League One.
Yeah.
Like the idea that basically like MK Dons, and he was just saying,
MK Dons,
then normally when you sign a player for like 2 divisions below, it's like you always go, well, give him time.
Wasn't he free? Wasn't he a free transfer, or am I thinking of someone else?
I think they put a little. I might not. I'm not
it must have been peanuts if it was a fee. Anyway, I mean, like,
it's got to be the biggest jump I think I've seen, like in a situation to like League One to Premier League and then take it by storm.
Jamie Vardy.
Yeah, but
he wasn't. He didn't go from League One to Premier League. He went from Championship to Premier League.
He went from Stoke Stockbrook.
No, but he didn't go from like Fleetwood Town to Leicester. He worked his way up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
he went from like was it like conference to like league?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But then, I think they were league.
You're wrong.
Were they League One then? Might be League One then, but like.
Yeah.
But I forgot. It's really, and also with them, it's really sad what happened to him. To be fair, because obviously it's like when he.
Oh yeah.
Biggest fall from grace for me.
Yeah.
And
obviously the fall from grace because I think it is at the age where it would probably been coming down from his peak now. Like if you get what I mean, he'd be probably coming down from his peak now, or still in his peak now, and he would have been in that England 11 still. But
God, yeah, he did get a few caps. How many caps do you reckon he got for England without looking?
20, 30,
25,
like
I would have
that.
said.
Yeah, 25, 30, something like that. Yeah, because he was in that.
Could have been a mainstay
for the 2018 World Cup.
That's right. Yeah.
So it weren't. I like to say that it weren't that long ago. It is. That's long, Matt. That is long.
Yes.
Feels like it shouldn't be, but it is. Yeah.
Another player I did want to mention, and he was one of my favourite ever Spurs players, and I hate Spurs, but I used to love him, Van der Vaart, because he was one of these. He's a cult hero. He was, and like I always remember the chant of "We got Van der Vaart," say "We got Van der Vaart," like all going around the stadiums. He always showed up against Aston Villa and come up with some crucial goals as well. He was in that Spurs side that just got into the Champions League for the first ever time. Like it was that.
Well, the Harry Werner one. The Harry Werner ones with like was it Peter Crouch leading the line? You know.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So it weren't the best team, but he was a big.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. He gets nowhere near this team.
No, but he is a player that
he doesn't get on the bench, mate.
No, exactly. Yeah. I mean,
I know what you mean. Though I know what you mean. Yeah.
Jordan Henderson gets in above him.
That's how when he plays.
Yeah. But anyway, we'll move on to. So we're saying that Hoddle. I think we're in agreement here that are we going for a 4-4-2 then? Oh well, said you were going for.
So you said 4-2-3-1. Because I wanted to get two strikers in because I think only one would have been.
Because the thing is if you're going for a 4-2-3-1, if we are going for that, Stu, are you having Gerrard in the holding or in the attacking?
Or in the number 10? Yeah.
Because surely he's got to be in the number 10. Surely.
Yeah.
Well, annoying thing is he can do both. Like he was one of those players that could do all kinds. I mean, I put him up there where we normally played in.
We're talking peaks, those two. Not where like.
Obviously, they did try. He would work effectively if you put him just behind the striker, he would work brilliantly. But I put him just behind because obviously I put him just behind with. I don't know. I mean, you could always sit there and say he could probably do the holding thing because obviously, but then. They tried that. Yeah, we did. But ironically, when we tried to do that when we were the 2013-14, it kind of backfired. So maybe not the best idea. So,
so are we going for the 4-2-3-1 or 4-4-2? I think my 4-3-3 is maybe out the window here, but
I don't think 4-2-3 would quite work.
I mean, if you want to go 4-4-2, I mean, because obviously. You've got some players that would be widely out of position, but
then you're dropping you're dropping someone. Someone gets dropped.
No, I'm telling you, I in a 4-4-2, I think that no one in a 4-4-2. I don't think all the big players are getting in. I think.
Okay. All right.
So we do it for now, but if you want to move it around, but I'm telling you, we can get everyone in. It's
okay.
Well, we'll go for we'll start on the left wing of the midfield. Then your picks are the ones I found at least. Sadio Mane, David Ginola, Heung-min Son, Maxi Rodriguez, Harry Kewell, Ryan Babel, and Luis Diaz.
You've forgotten one.
Oh, go on. Who have I forgotten?
Bale.
No, he was on the right.
No, he was on the left. He was on the left. Yeah.
You know what? No, look. I originally had him on the left.
He was left wing.
He was on the right. So okay, Bale. Okay, Bale is another one then.
He can play in all positions because we all know.
Yeah, but I went. There's a lot of good players. Son I actually had in for a bit. Mane I had in for a bit, but I went for Bale. I don't think you can't not have Bale in the team. Even though, I mean, look, again, you could argue when a player, played their best, was at their most prolific. He won one trophy at Spurs, the League Cup. But he won PFA Player of the Year a number of times, their highest goal scored a number of seasons. Yes, he went to Real Madrid afterwards and won all of the remainder of his trophies. 5 Champions Leagues, all the rest of it. Did he play his best at Real Madrid? It's hard to say. I mean, he did. He did his bit.
First 2
I
seasons,
think it's overshadowed
but you
by
could
the opinion of
yeah,
fans.
yeah, and that was especially towards the end, and obviously those Madrid fans can be notoriously vicious. But anyway, but yeah, I think Bale deserves to be in this side for sure.
If there's a way,
go on.
Well, we know as it's been that kind of a known thing in this podcast, we do like to tinker around positioning. So like maybe one plays on one side.
Hey, wait, you say we. It's you.
What do you mean me? Like, we've done it like. Okay,
well,
yes,
I would put forth that we have to have Bale on the left so that a certain other player can be in the right. So
I think that like
the right side was obvious.
A player that we do forget is obviously Sadio Mane was.
Oh, he was amazing. I loved Mane. I'm sorry, he was great.
Arguably this
final season was
maybe third best African player in the Premier League era. Like he was so good. But obviously you have got Heung-min Son who was
great as well. Yeah.
For Spurs, and the best Asian player probably to ever play the game. Like it could be. You can even argue that as well. Like,
interesting.
I think like Luis Diaz, it's too early to really say. He weren't there for long enough.
Did his bit though. He was good.
He did.
He
was good.
But if he has the season he's having at Bayern Munich, a lot of people might be remembering that one. And
exactly.
Liverpool, so maybe it's not.
One player I do want to give a shout out to, whether it was David Schindler. I think he was.
Yeah, I
forgot about Schindler.
Yeah, I remember him.
Was it Newcastle or Spurs he done his best work though? That's what I'm thinking. Because obviously you to Newcastle.
I would have said Spurs. I would have thought Spurs.
I always remember this just when I first started watching football, and there was a game he was playing for Aston Villa, so he was coming towards the end of his career, and he was criticised for his fitness. Like his fitness levels, they said it was well off, and he scores a goal, and he rips his shirt off, goes to the manager that says it, and just like biggest face like that, and then he goes and scores an own goal.
You hillock.
Oh, you can't write that stuff. That's brilliant. I love that.
But yeah, I think Gareth Bale is the undeniable one for me. Stu, I know obviously that probably rips your heart out a little bit because now we're getting a few Spurs players in here.
Well, we had to be fair. I'm a man, like, we've got to make it. I can't. As much as I would just love to put like an all-time Liverpool 11, got to be it's to top them combined. So I'll concede if it means we get some top-level players in there.
Okay. Right on the right wing we have got Aaron Lennon. Don't forget about Aaron Lennon. He
wasn't that bad at all, mate. I thought
he was good. I mean, I'm not denying he's.
I liked Aaron Lennon. He was quick.
He was. And then you got Steve McManaman, Raheem Sterling, Darren Anderton, and Mohamed Salah.
Salah, move on.
Be honest,
I mean, the one thing I do want to say though, as we have mentioned Salah, obviously I'm not going to mention about the whole thing that's been going on recently. We've mentioned that bit enough. Is it fair to say he is the greatest player in Liverpool's history?
I don't know. I think if you're purely thinking about stats wise, probably he's certainly up there. But I think the feeling that Liverpool, especially kind of homegrown, like kind of local Liverpool fans, will have for players like Gerrard and Dalglish,
growing up,
Ian Rush, people like that, and people, players who are not necessarily Robbie Fowler, players like these. Do you know what I mean? I mean, Salah in the modern era he's certainly one of the best Liverpool players Liverpool have ever had.
I think it's more of a situation of all time. I mean, it's hard to really say when you've got so many great players that play for Liverpool over the years. I mean, at the moment, I'd probably say it's still Dalglish, probably, because obviously how much we love Dalglish at Liverpool. But I mean, how many times did they turn the camera to the poor guy when he's trying to watch a football game, and then it's just it's like everyone's like, I think I was watching the Brighton one. They were like, oh, look, he's on his phone. It's like, let the guy watch a football game, man.
Same with Ferguson. Every time United concede, it's just like, oh my god.
Or every time it's a derby, like the City derby, Liverpool, and obviously they'll turn around saying like, look at what's Fergie's response, and it's always a face of he's not happy. Yeah, it's like
same face when they score, when they concede. He's just like whatever. But yeah, I agree. I think players like that, and like particularly Gerrard, players like that are always going to have. I think that little bit of an edge in terms of just kind of like feeling that the fans have for these players. Yeah. But obviously Salah. I mean, one of the greatest, not just Liverpool, the Premier League has ever seen, undoubtedly.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, Steve McManaman was a fantastic player when he played at Liverpool. Obviously, moved to Real Madrid. From there as well. Yeah. I think a lot of people also forget how good Raheem Sterling was.
Yeah, he was
when
great,
he was at Liverpool.
He was.
That season that you had the free FA Cup front,
Suarez,
Sturridge, and
SAS.
And he was brilliant. He was fantastic in that.
There's a reason why we were mildly pissed that he left. Because it's like everyone was like so unhappy because we saw a fantastic player there, and it's obviously.
And he went to rival City.
Yeah, and obviously we discussed.
I believe if he waited 2 more seasons, Jurgen Klopp would have had him.
It's like
that close.
It's like Steven Gerrard said once. He said if he just stayed on for 1 more season, he would have had at least 6 months with Klopp as manager. And I think it's one of the regret.
I don't think he would have gone then. I think if Klopp was the manager, I don't think he would have then left.
But I don't think Sterling is crying about it too much. I mean, he did win 3 or 4 Premier Leagues.
It's not like.
Oh no!
Well, it's Liverpool at the time, wasn't it? We were not say a selling club, but basically there were a couple of clubs bigger than us that were winning trophies, so you're going to leave to go to them.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, I remember that we were always happy when he played us and he never performed. We were like, well, told you. But then obviously he won all those Premier League, so I think he won that argument. I think.
So we agreed on Salah. Like that's for sure. So we have got our midfield then of Steven Gerrard, Glenn Hoddle, Gareth Bale, and Salah. Imagine that midfield if they all played together.
And it's two for two. So at least we're starting to say we're at least even when it comes to the Liverpool Tottenham thing. So here we go. Just in case anyone says, I've got got Liverpool bias. So
right now I think this is where the real hot debate will come in between. Okay. So it's 2 strikers we have to choose.
Yeah. And this is the list. We've got so you've got Ian Rush, of course. He did play in the Premier League for a little bit.
Did he actually?
Yeah, in the early.
Right.
First 2 seasons, I believe. I don't think he scored many in the Premier League.
Did he? Yeah, he can't have scored many. I wouldn't have thought anyway.
You've also got Luis Suarez.
Your favourite?
He's so putting him in the team.
That's
the controversy.
I don't think he is. Anyway, sorry.
Fernando Torres, Roberto Firmino, Michael Owen, Robbie Fowler, and then Spurs plays. You've got Harry Kane, Dimitar Berbatov, Robbie Keane, who played for both. If anyone remembers. He was there for 6 months, wasn't he, or something like that?
Yeah, but then obviously there's the whole thing we won't get into it, but that's only 6 months. He buggered off back at Tottenham, but
yeah. And then you got Jermaine Defoe and Teddy Sheringham, the first Golden Boot winner in the Premier League.
I'm gonna say, I won't say who I've chosen yet, but I did. One of my 2 strikers is someone you haven't named. Yeah.
Okay.
Go on. But the other player I was.
Of course. I've just thought, is it Jimmy Greaves?
Yeah.
Jimmy Greaves, of course. Yeah. Jimmy Greaves. How have I forgotten him? Yeah.
So, we'll circle back to Jimmy Greaves, but my other pick was Harry Kane. I did struggle because Liverpool have had such a rich history of amazing strikers, and you just list them all off there. They have had some guff. I mean, you think of players like Andy Carroll, Balotelli, and even more recently players like Darwin Núñez.
Ricky Lambert.
He was okay, Ricky Lambert. He wasn't that bad, was he? He got us a few goals.
Funny story about Ricky Lambert is that we didn't buy him for anything other than we just it's an experiment to try and prove a point or something to Brendan. So the poor guy was bought not because of his ability, just to stick it to Brendan. So
and he was a scouser, so the fans liked him, And
he got 2 or 3 goals. He was happy.
Yeah, he did. The fans were happy with him. So. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but Liverpool obviously some amazing strikers in that. I mean, really, truly spectacular strikers. Even players like Robbie Fowler, who fans literally called God. Difficult to leave players like him out. Yeah. But I think Harry Kane, one of the best strikers the Premier League has ever seen, and he is still producing, even at the age he is now. He's not ancient, but he's in his, was he 32, 33? He's doing it in a different league now, and he's still banging the goals in. He was the second all-time Premier League goal scorer when he left, I think, was it? And he was only about 60 or 50 behind Alan Shearer. I think if he had stayed at Spurs, he would have smashed that record by now, or even, in another season's time. He was truly amazing. Again, didn't win anything at Spurs, but I don't think there's any question that he's one of the best strikers, if not the best striker England has ever produced.
I think he's hands down for me.
So I think you have to have at least Harry Kane as one of the two strikers.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. I think that Harry Kane offered so much, and I think that a lot of teams, looking back over the time he was in the Premier League, a lot of teams would have sat there and gone, if he was in our team, imagine what we would have achieved.
Imagine he went to City when he was linked to going to City.
Imagine he went to Liverpool. Imagine he went to Liverpool when they were prime.
Yeah, but he would have...
Salah and Mane on the flanks. Imagine that. I mean, don't be wrong. Firmino was brilliant. But
it still would have worked. Like the funny thing, because obviously he's known as much as we out for England. Obviously not this time, but last time it was like he doesn't stay in the box because he likes getting involved in link-up play and stuff and staying, dropping in and that. Like for Liverpool, that would work at the time because obviously that's kind of what our forward did at the time. But yeah, I mean, he's in my list. I mean, it was. I think he's one of those players that basically, when we were going to put the list, it was like there's certain ones you go, yep.
Automatic.
Yeah, and Harry Kane was definitely on my list. Like, that's like, at least one of the strikers is the striker position is not for one position.
Do you know what? Did you mention Philip Coutinho earlier on? I don't think you did. I think he's someone we might have left out. Yeah, I don't think he gets. I don't think he quite gets in, but he just popped into my head there. But anyway, look,
remember him for
it's
that
gone
goal
now.
against Man City.
Yes, it was amazing.
That was amazing. But yeah.
But anyway, sorry.
I think definitely. So we're all in agreement with Harry Kane.
Yeah.
We're all in agreement. Yeah. Okay. So this is the interesting bit now. Who
did you guys go? Well, I think I know who Stu went for. I think I have a feeling I think I know who Stu went for.
Okay, Stu. I think I know who you've gone for as well. I'm gonna say it now.
No. Let's Stu say it, and then me and Matt, we can both say whether or not we were right.
Well, it's obvious picks. Obviously, how many goals he scored? I put in Rush.
Oh, that's not who I thought.
No, I thought it was Rush. Yeah.
Oh right, I thought he was gonna go Fowler.
Yes.
It's a good shout, but I think it's just because again it's situational.
Ian Rush, hey, look.
Yeah, I mean, how many goals he scored? I mean, just imagine that front two with the idea of Harry Kane scores the goals, but also he's good at helping. He's a strike partner out, and then
yeah.
I mean, we're talking about people getting like Haaland getting like 100, 200. Like how many goals there? Oh, it's just the idea of that team, but. Yeah, I mean the problem is, as we said before, like you can have one great player, but you're always going to feel like you're missing players out, and definitely in the striking department for Liverpool, there's so many great players. I mean, so many immense, strikers that have been so good for Liverpool over the years. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Liverpool we get stick because we didn't put Kenny Dalglish in the team. Because obviously he's like Liverpool.
You could well do, yeah. But it's a difficult one. Who did you go for, Matt?
Who did you go for, David?
I went for Jimmy Greaves.
Jimmy Greaves.
For one simple fact, I mean, I wasn't actually aware of this before. I knew he had scored a break of goals, but he is the highest scoring player in English top flight history, 357 goals. He won a couple of trophies as well, as far as I'm aware. But yeah,
and I believe at one point he was Chelsea's, and I might be wrong with this, Chelsea and Spurs all-time leading goal scorers at one point in his career.
Yeah, and a World Cup winner, which I wasn't aware that he got injured in the first game of that tournament.
But he started getting the games.
That's Jeffer got the hat-trick in the final. Yeah, but and I think there was a rule overturned a couple of years later where he was actually given a medal for his World Cup appearance. So he technically got his World Cup medal, But I had to put Greaves in. Who'd you go for, Matt?
Suarez. I did go for Suarez.
I was going to say Suarez was great. I really liked Suarez, man. He was a bastard, but he was fantastic.
Yeah, I think that.
But Liverpool is ours,
Yeah,
pissed everyone off.
I think that like if I'm basing this off of what the players had to offer, I didn't see enough of Jimmy. I didn't see Jimmy Greaves.
No, neither did I. Again, yeah, no, yeah.
So
yeah.
I was like,
obviously, I didn't.
Can those two play together that well? Like I know you could argue, oh well, you didn't see Glenn Hoddle play, you didn't see Alan Hansen play, so why are they in there, sort of thing? I know you could
I can't imagine Kane and Suarez playing together. Do you know?
Yeah, but
the reason why I say it is because
didn't he play in the wing anyway, like for Suarez? I mean, he wasn't like an up front, like.
No, he
roved. I mean, but he was he was a number 9, like, you know.
Yeah, because even at Barcelona he was a 9 as well. But
yeah,
the reason I say Suarez as well here, and I will be honest, it is one of those that I think all three of us, like any of our picks, could be the main one we go for.
Yeah.
But
so many
with Suarez, in that side, the 2013-14 season, Liverpool looked really good. But the reason they were involved in that title race was him.
Yeah,
he was unbelievable. He produced things that it looked like magic on the football pitch sometimes. Like,
there's no question.
But all that sort of thing.
I don't know.
So I was fascinated with that one because obviously it's like that was a season where it's like if we just didn't do that crazy thing where he bit someone and he didn't have that 9-game ban and he had that full start
and the racial stuff with Patrice Evra as well. Like, he had a bit of a reputation as being a bit
I mean, obviously it didn't help. Talking about Kenny Dalglish, the idea of like we put T-shirts and supported him for that is a bit of a stain on the club there because it's like what were we doing back then? But
I agree with everything you say about Suarez, Matt, but
you're wrong.
It was one season. It was one season. I mean, I know he wasn't there for one season, but he's most known for that one season, and they didn't even win the thing. I think if you were to ask Liverpool fans who's the biggest legend for Liverpool, Ian Rush or Suarez, I think they would unanimously say Ian Rush. I think it has to be now. I think Suarez needs to be taken.
And also top scorer as well. Like we talk about Liverpool, I think Ian Rush is like top scorer at Liverpool, and obviously Greaves for that too. It's like I love Suarez when he was at Liverpool, but not being hard to sound. I don't think he's part of the conversation. If you've got all Premier League,
I agree. Yeah.
Premier League, maybe you can have a discussion, but I think all time.
I think okay, fair enough. Then we're
now you have to choose, Matt, between Jimmy Greaves and Ian Rush.
By the way, if this was based off an all-time career, I am right with Suarez. That's what I'm saying. But but we're based off Liverpool, so
you know what's even funnier? This is your idea. So you made the rules. So you could have changed the rules.
You painted yourself into a corner, mate. Oh dear. Oh, Bournemouth equalised. Good God. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
I do.
Oh, United scored. Sorry. I'm keeping an eye on the United score. Sorry. Anyway.
I did forget about Jimmy Greaves. And I feel awful for doing it. Obviously, Ian Rush was on my list. I have the power of choosing, I think.
Yes, I think so.
Like I'm telling you, I'll admit Suarez is not the player. But who am I going with
this? I don't.
How many top flight trophies did Ian Rush win? I mean, he obviously Jimmy Greaves didn't win any. I don't think. Well, was he part of the double team? So I think he was. I don't know.
Could be because obviously 66 was the World Cup.
Yes, and he was. That was 63, 64, 62, 63.
1960 was when because they were the first ever team to win the double, weren't they?
I don't know.
They were the very first team to ever win the league and cup double.
Well, I know. I think Ian Rush has a bigger trophy haul and more, but he doesn't have more goals.
When did it all start for him?
I don't know. I mean, it's one
World Cup winner. He's the 1961. He'd be the only World Cup winner in the side that we have, Matt. Do you think of that?
Stu, what's your argument?
Bit of stardust on top of the team, World Cup winner.
That's true.
Yeah, but
that's sod's law, isn't it? But you know,
I always love that. It's like, well, we've got to have a World Cup winner. I'll just put him in there.
No, I'm not saying we have to, but it's something to consider. You know.
Is this your argument, Stu? Because it's pretty flawed so far.
I mean, you just got. I just think I think for me, like if you're looking at it from a situation of just like a partnership, I think. I just think if you put Harry Kane in it, I think it would just be more immense. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying it wouldn't be the same as Jimmy Greaves, but I think it's just more. I go by the principle of the idea. What would you want to? What strike force would you want to see more? I would say would be the argument if you go for what strike force do you see and go, wow, that'd be amazing. Like that'd be like the goal is going to be everywhere. That's what
I'm going Jimmy Greaves. I'm going Jimmy Greaves.
Yes.
I've just looked at.
Sorry, Stu. Fair play.
I've just looked at.
Can't moan too much. There's so many Liverpool players in there.
Rush's record.
Yeah, you've got a whole Liverpool back line, mate. Don't be greedy.
I wanted that strike to myself, but
the first six players in this thing were all Liverpool players.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I just find it funny that basically have all the strikers of Liverpool, and we've just got a strike force that's not Liverpool. Like really,
that's why I did find it. That's why I was looking at my team earlier on, going like, God, it is mental not to have like Fowler, Ian Rush. Yeah,
is that you look at the strikers Liverpool have had over the years, like you were saying earlier. Roger Hunt would be one as well. Obviously, we've not mentioned either. And he was absolutely incredible for Liverpool too. But you look at the two that we've picked. Harry Kane is I think you say there, David, he's the best striker England have produced.
I think so. Yeah,
since Jimmy Greaves, who's then the other one who we've then picked. Ian Rush was very, 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 very good.
Oh yeah, there's no question.
But the thing is, and this is where the argument lies, I think as well. Even though we're basing this on Spurs and Liverpool, Jimmy Greaves left Spurs and still produced the goods. Whereas when Ian Rush left, it was like that's it sort of thing. Like there wasn't really much else he ever did. So
good point.
But then you could argue, well, but he was there his entire career and look what he done and everything. But no, I'm going with Jimmy Greaves.
Good.
Forgetting about the World Cup trial, because I think that you cannot.
Let's be honest, that's what tipped it. That's none of this stuff about.
That's like saying, was it Adama Traore of Liverpool deserved that Champions League medal even though he played?
No. It's like sitting there putting was it we should put Danny Simpson in there? Was it because he won the Premier League? Like he's just because he's won a Premier League and should be one the
no, but yeah,
it's not something that should be not considered. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yes. Go on, Matt. Yes, Greaves. Yes.
Yeah. Are we all in agreement?
That's not a half bad team. That, my God.
No, not at all. I think. Are we all in agreement that the manager of this team would obviously be Juande Ramos?
Oh yeah, 100%. Or what about Tim Sherwood? Tim Sherwood.
It's basically let's be honest, it's going to be either
Nuno Espirito Santo, maybe.
Oh God!
I mean, he's one of the greatest Tottenham managers of all time, isn't he?
Yeah.
So good for him.
No, it's got to be It's got to be Bill Paisley. Like you've got the likes of what's his name? He was the one. Bill Shankly.
Shankly, yeah.
I mean,
as well before him.
What's fascinating about Bob Paisley is he didn't want the job.
No, he didn't.
No, I remember seeing that. It's basically like he went to was it Shankly? He was like, yeah, you take a year out, I'll look after the team. You come back, and he's like, no, you have it. It's like I find that fascinating that probably one of the most successful Liverpool managers of all time didn't want the job.
I made a video all about it, so if you want to watch it, by all means, you can watch it in our channel.
I'll put a link there.
Good plug.
I'll put the link there. So
but there you go. That's a nice one.
It's definitely Bob Paisley, he's got to be up there. Like in terms of Spurs managers, I'm sitting there just thinking, from over the years. Obviously, you had was it George Graham?
As well.
More Arsenal. He done more Arsenal. He was at Tottenham probably.
Yeah, he wasn't he? Then you had Glenn Hoddle. He was their manager, wasn't he? At one point.
Did he do much there? I can't remember.
Pochettino.
See, I'd probably say Pochettino, to be honest. In terms of even though he won sod all, I mean, he was just his teams were so good there.
Yeah, but he got himself
so excited.
Does he not?
Amazing!
I mean, technically, if you go by trophy haul, he's the most successful Tottenham manager in the Premier League.
It's so annoying as well. It's so annoying, man. It's just one of the worst European finals I've ever seen in my life, and it's just it's etched into history forever. And it's like, oh, for Christ's sake. And then he gets sacked. Then he gets sacked 2 months later. It's like, oh dear.
You could make an argument
God.
looking at the Spurs managers, I mean, I know you could make an argument looking at Liverpool managers over the years, but the difference is uncanny. The two managers who have won silverware at Spurs are the two worst managers probably in the Premier League era.
They're such a backwards club, man. They're such a nothing club. Honestly.
You've riled up there. You just got like nothing club. I mean, them Spurs fans are going to be.
No, nothing club is harsh. I take that back. But you know what I mean? They're just weird. They're just a weird club.
No, they're a club that
try to win a match at home in 2025 Spurs. God damn it. Anyway, sorry.
But on that, we'll leave it there.
Can I just say one thing? Do you reckon, for anyone who's watched, is there any omission we've made, or any player we've not put in that people would be screaming, going, "How have you not put this player in?"
Thought of one.
I think Dalglish might be one of them. Stu mentioned.
I mean, Elm Hughes. Elm Hughes.
Yeah.
Elm Hughes. I'm sure I'm saying that right. Elm Hughes. Hang on. Let me just. I'm sure.
What about, I think Son. I think Son is
would
Elm be an interesting one.
That's it. Yeah. He made 665 appearances for Liverpool and was captain for 3 league titles and an FA Cup.
I don't even know.
Yeah, but with that one you can flip there and say, well, we've already got like 2 Liverpool captains that won titles in there already. Yeah. So like, I mean, I
defender. Oh, actually, do you know what? I'm taking that Van Dijk and putting in Elm Hughes.
Nope.
No, it's done. You can't know, mate.
We've made a decision, but
yeah, I think that's a relatively fair pick, starting 11, or all-time 11. I think there's
I don't think anyone's gonna. I just don't see anyone with like we've picked the players that people would you expect from when you
exactly. Yeah,
players.
I think so.
Yeah. I don't. Unless someone wants an argument on the comments, then you can happily put that because I think we're all up for a little bit of a debate and argument in the comments. So if you want to do that, but
I am very happy because the team that we've landed on is exactly the team that I picked today. So I'm very happy with that.
Right. Well, but anyway. We will try and do more of these videos with future matches and everything. But if you do have any ideas for videos, please let us know because we love to hear your opinions.
Yeah.
And like I say, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again next time. All right. Take
care,
guys.
Everyone.
See you later. Bye bye.